Well, the vision of MyLifeline.org is to support individuals and families dealing with cancer in a very unique way. MyLifeline.org is a vehicle for people to stay connected to each other and the community throughout their cancer journey. Using just one online location, patients can reach out, share information, and find the support that they need from others. Marcia Donziger, is the founder and executive director of My Lifeline Cancer Connection. Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It's such an important topic. What's the story behind My Lifeline?
Well, it all began from my personal experience with cancer. I was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer when I was 27, and that was 20 years ago. And what I struggled with the most was keeping my friends and family up to date with what was going on throughout my treatment process. And I always felt overwhelmed and guilty I wasn't calling people back in time.
Oh,
and it's a very impressionable memory. So My Lifeline was created to solve the problem of having to email, text, and call all these individuals back, repeat the same information. So My Lifeline is a tool. It's an online resource where patients and their caregivers can easily connect with friends and family in one place to reduce the daily burden of communication.
I love that. I could see the passion in your eyes 20 years ago, and you're still tearing up. I know it was something traumatic to go through, but you're creating something that's so powerful, and you're helping others too. Talk about what My Lifeline does. How do people connect and send out all the messages they need to do?
So people can go onto mylifeline.org and they can set up their own personal, secure, private website there. They can invite the friends and family that they want to join, and they can block whoever they don't want to join if that's the case. Okay. Online, there is a helping calendar to help them with the communication about what's going on with their treatment schedule. So whether they need help, like a ride to the doctor, help with the kids, they can post their chemo and radiation schedule right there with their updates. There's also a Giving Angels component where they can ask for help financially with expenses not covered by insurance.
Oh, gosh.
There's cancer-specific education, information, and resources included in this My Lifeline site as well.
This is a brilliant idea. You can go to mylifeline.org if you want to find out more. It's mylifeline.org. Who do you think benefits most from this?
Initially, we thought it would be the patients, but what we've come to learn is that it's the caregivers, the people who live in the homes with the patients, the husbands, wives, children, parents, who are taking care of that patient. And they're the ones where the communication burden falls on them when the patient is too sick. Yeah. So the caregivers really have found benefit, and thousands of people have signed up to use it. So that's how we know that it's benefiting the caregivers as well as the patients.
Talk about the research you had to do.
Yeah, so last year we just completed research with the University of Colorado to study the unmet needs of caregivers. And caregivers are overwhelmed with the burden of managing financial issues and insurance and getting the patient to their care, their emotional support, their social support. And so what we realized from this research is that the burden on caregivers is enormous and growing. And so My Lifeline is creating tools to better help caregivers address their own emotional needs.
Absolutely. And I would imagine you had to partner with somebody in order to get to the patients.
Yes. So we partner with the American Cancer Society and Cancer Support Community, both of which are large cancer organizations that drive 1/3 of our patients to us. We also have our information in hundreds of cancer centers around the country and in Colorado.
How can people access your services? What's required?
Just go to mylifeline.org. It's a free service for anyone impacted by cancer.
That's wonderful. mylifeline.org, bottom of the screen. Just check it out right now. If you're at work, if you're at home, bring it up on your computer, mylifeline.org. You're paying it forward, and you're actually building a wonderful community. Talk about the impact in Colorado and what it's done for our community.
So in Colorado, at least 35,000 people have been registered on My Lifeline to either give or receive support, and we're about to launch a partnership with the Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers, and we're talking to some other hospitals as well.
So you said this is completely free, but how do you fund everything then?
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit organization, and so we have events, we have grants, we have donors, sponsors, and that's how we fund all of our operation through other means so that all of our services remain free to the patients who need them.
You have a sold-out event in May, but you have another one coming up in September. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so in September we have our golf tournament, and it's at Red Rocks Country Club on September 25th.
Good.
And so everyone's invited to go to mylifeline.org/golf, and you can sign up and register or sponsor.
You're paying it forward, and it's a beautiful time in Colorado to go golfing for sure.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your journey, and what a blessing you have been to so many people.
Thank you.
Well, anyone going through cancer treatment, go to My Lifeline community today. If you're interested in donating, go to mylifeline.org and click on the donate button. All services are free, and to people impacted by cancer, log on right now. It's completely free. If you're interested in the September golf tournament, go to mylifeline.org/golf. That's mylifeline.org/golf to register as a player or sponsor.